Greetings, this is Topher Jacobson, chef and owner of Artisans here in New Ulm. Also in New Ulm is the famous Schell's Brewery. We're going to be working with Zommerfest, one of their summer beers. A cold-styled ale is wonderful for cooking with. The subtle fruitiness and floral hops really lend themselves well to the dishes we're going to be preparing for you today. We're going to do our Pork Loin Zommerfest salad. We're going to show you the marinade first. Now this can be done the day before. The minimum requirements I would suggest is 4 hours before you want to start cooking the pork. Again, we do have the finished product here. I'll just show real quick a couple things that are key. One is the rosemary. Very strong rosemary. So it's about one of these that we diced up for this marinade. And again, this is relatively simple. You just pull the leaves off, just strip them off of the main stalk, and then we just run our chef's knife through it, mince it good. It doesn't have to be super fine, but you do want to break through most of them, and it releases that great rosemary smell. Mustard in, and again the recipe will be up on the website. Zommerfest. Honey, fresh garlic, and then we mix that up and end up with this. And then what we do is the pork tenderloin really doesn't need much trimming. I would suggest leaving the little bit of fat on there. You can remove some of the silver skin if it looks like it's going to be too tough. And we just make, those are about a ½ inch wide. See that? And we just soak these in here. And again, 4 hours at a minimum. Overnight would be even better. Okay, we're back with our marinated pork. I have two different breadings here, and we actually, at the restaurant, we prepared these 3 different ways. We took and just baked the pork just the way it is, coming right out of the marinade. Now that is a choice. The marinade is nice and thick, so it will stick there. The other 2 things we did is we actually breaded them. Pressed the breading in there quite a bit. We can do it like that. And the third way is we took some spiced pecans, and again, we will put these additional recipes up on the web. And this gave it a very unique flavor. Again, just pressing them inside. And I know the peacocks are really hungry now. They can smell this. So we'll come back here and show you some grilling here in a minute. Okay, we're back with our grill that has been preheated, as you can see, and then also I took a towel and have soaked this in just some regular oil and just wipe down your grates a little bit. It really helps with the stickage and getting the grill ready for whatever proteins you're putting on there. Then we have our 3 style of pork. Just set them right on there. There's no other things needed. The marinade there's one with just the marinade, and a couple with our pecan breading. Nice thing about the pork tenderloin is it does cook relatively fast. You don't have to worry about it much. We're just going to let this sit for a minute, and we'll come back when it's ready to be pulled off and turned. We're back for the last turn here. You can see they're nice and charred. And I do have this grill cranked, so as hot as you can get yours is great. Nice lines there, some caramelization. That took about 2.5 minutes. Again, depending on how hot you can get yours, it might be a little less or a little more. And we're going to let this finish about probably just only 2 minutes, and then we'll be ready for the plating. We're back with the sauce for the pork, the Zommerfest pork. It could be either a sauce and or a dressing. We've done it both ways. We've used it as a sauce for an entree, and then also we've used it as a dressing with field greens. And that's what we're going to show today. Basically what I have here is mayo, Dijon mustard. Now you can use whole grain, either way, it's your preference. Sour cream and honey. And then also we have the Zommerfest, which is going to go right in here again. The nice thing about the Zommerfest, the Kolsch style, it dries out this sauce, so it really makes it great. It cuts through some of the heaviness from the three main ingredients and the honey. We're going to do the plating of the Zommerfest pork tenderloin. And we're going to do it in a salad form this time. I have here is just some diced vegetables. Just there's broccoli and cauliflower and daikon and celery. It's something we use at the restaurant in a lot of dishes. You don't have to. You can use whatever vegetables you feel like. The only thing I would avoid is maybe tomato. That might not just go with this dish, but everything else would be fine. And then these are field greens. We're just going to mix those in a little bit. And then this, again, is a preference. You can either dress the salad with the sauce or go on the plate. I'm going to go on the plate this time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take my, and again, you could use a different vessel or squeeze bottle or whatever. I'm just going to go like just around a little bit. Give us some on the side. I'm going to place my field greens and veggie mix, and there's no dressing on here, but you could dress the greens as well. You could put a little dressing on there. And then I have our pork, which we've grilled, and I'm just going to cut these in half. And again, this is a preference thing. You could dice it, you could leave them whole, whatever you feel like. And then I'm going to drizzle just a hair of this right over the top. And there we are. This is a great summer dish, or Zommerfest pork tenderloin salad.